Internal tension between civilian and military leaders within each of the nuclear-armed states of India and Pakistan ups the risk of accidental nuclear war erupting between them. And the presence of these weapons in Pakistan is made even more dangerous by the widespread activity of terrorist organizations in and around its territory. The Pakistani military knows this, so under normal peacetime circumstances, it keeps its nuclear arsenal locked up in igloo-like structures secured on its bases. But during a crisis with India, they also fear, because these igloos are easily visible, that they are vulnerable to an Indian attack that would neutralize their nuclear deterrent. So under those circumstances, the Pakistanis have a strong incentive to remove their nuclear weapons from secure storage and put them out into the field where they are less vulnerable, at least to Indian attack. However, putting the weapons on the road makes them far more susceptible to seizure by terrorists, or even rogue Pakistani military insiders. We have evidence the Pakistanis did, in fact, move at least some of their nuclear weapons during the crisis in 2001. We also learned that during the 1999 Kargil crisis, Pakistani officers secretly contacted the Taliban about hiding them in Afghanistan. Now, I don't believe that Pakistani senior leaders or strategic planners would ever have actually approved of moving nuclear weapons to Afghanistan. Yet even contemplating it shows an unsettling propensity for taking nuclear risks. And I do believe that some Pakistanis discussed it with the Taliban. And of course, the Taliban leaders would have been very interested in a deal like that. But what is the probability of something going dangerously wrong? I don't know how to set that probability, but during a November 2001 interview with Ted Koppel on ABC Nightline, Pakistani President Musharraf was asked to assess the likelihood, on a scale of 1 to 100, that existing security measures could ensure that Pakistani nuclear weapons would not fall into the hands of terrorists. Musharraf replied, "I would certainly give it over 90. He thought that was comforting. I'm sure of that. But even a 10% chance of something going so disastrously wrong, I believe is way too high and completely unacceptable."